Arya Patnaik, an exemplary leader, secretary, RIMS Group of Institution, member, Board of Management, BPUT, Odisha, President, Odisha Management College Association, Vice President, Center for Educational Growth and Research, New Delhi, National General Secretary, ICCI, New Delhi, National Board Member, AIMS. Sir, please join us. Sir, please join us on the stage. Limited, whose extensive experience and insights will undoubtedly add good value to this discussion. So please join us on the stage. To introduce our next esteemed panelist, Mr. Suresh Chandra Prasad, the Honorable Secretary of QCFI Rajasthan Chapter. He is a visionary leader with over 46 years of experience in quality management and organizational development. Sir, please. It is my privilege to introduce our next esteemed panelist, Dr. Akhil Jain, the Chief Operating Officer of Apollo Hospital, Rawalpindi. Dr. Jain has been instrumental in leading operational excellence and enhancing patient care at one of the most renowned healthcare institutions. Sir, Sahu, Chairman, Srishti Academy of Management. Sir, please. It is my privilege to welcome our final panelist, Dr. Padmini Panigrahi, a distinguished classical dancer, philanthropist, and social entrepreneur. Ma'am, please join us.
Only the one boy has to stand up in the red color shirt. Brother, go and have lunch if you don't have, right? Anyway, I want you people to be well with us, right? I'll take few minutes to get you back on the track. I know the whole blood of you right now is busy with the digestion of the food. But let me tell you something more important is going to happen. With me, I have got a lot of interesting people with a amount of knowledge and the potential they have got. And one by one, what I will do is, I will call one by one the people and they will brief about what they are exactly, and then you will know. But anyway, welcome and thanks for being here. I will invite Mr. Manas to please share the words within. So Manas is head of the corporate HR, Michael is
and a distinguished panelists, Mr. Suresh, Dr. Akhil, Dr. Padmini, Dr. Adisha, and Dr. Sahu, and yes, honors. This is post-lunch session as we had good, yes, cushions, seats with cushions and a nice lunch, and a Sunday afternoon siesta is what attracts me. But nevertheless, I want to get your focus back to this session, which is basically on the industry academia collaboration or how we take it forward. Now, before we start the discussion, I just wanted to give you a small, the QS Global Future Index got published day before. And if you were to go through those details, India stands second behind US in terms of the preparedness for the future skills. And overall it's 25th position across 190 countries. A very good scenario for all of us. We should take a pat on our backs for this. That's one part. And the other part is when we concentrate on BPUT, on Odisha, largely we have to go local. And I would love to share my views on this industry academia collaboration and how we take it forward. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are three stakeholders to it. One is the industry, which gives us the problems. What problems we should resolve. Second, we have the academic, who will actually do the research and design the framework. And the third, most of you are sitting there, the students. They are the most important stakeholders. Now, how do we keep in mind all the three? we need to have, or we are already there in many colleges, we need to identify the students. So the industry gives us, we need AI now. Now you go to any engineering college, the CS6 are filtered. Because the market demand is there. The demand is not there for anything else probably. When you go to the MBA, we would need students, financial analysts, going by a lot. Lot of those KPOs look for financial analysts. But how many of us are equipped to give them the skill sets they want? So we as an industry will give you what we need. The academics will have to partner us. Academic frameworks cannot be changed as frequently as the industry changes. There we follow a much more rigid framework because which is dependent on many other states. So my stake here which I want to tell all of us, all of you is if industry can come up with requirements and ready to mentor people, then navigation has to be very defined. The framework of navigation has to be defined. Nobody wants to hire freshers. So where will the freshers go? So are freshers industry ready or industry deployable? We need to question ourselves, we need to ask ourselves and catch them. For example, if you go to Pune, you go to Manesa, or you go to even Daman and Diu, all the manufacturing hubs, you will find a lot of ODIs there. All ITI and diplomas, close to 40 to 60%, 40% of the workforce there are ODIs. You go to Bangalore, you go to Hyderabad, a lot of the semi-skilled labor workforce are from Odisha. Now, if we see Odisha as this, then probably we need to be more. So we would be a supplier of skilled manpower, like India to the US. So Odisha has to be the skilled manpower supplier to the country. So that's where my take is, and that's where I would love to hear from everybody else. How do we take this? Because this is sustainability and this is what is Viksit Bharat talks about. So unless and until we are sustainable in our processes and demography, which is geography and demography which we should talk about. So that's all from my side. So thank you all.
Of the dais, our respected DC sir, Sri Professor Rath, other distinguished panelists who are here in the morning and study also, and all the students and professors. It's really very good honor for me to be here and my first exposure to this academic area in a forum like this. Ours is a new area. Our activity starts when your production is already in the line. Everything, service, everything is in the line. Then after the starts that for an industry, three things are required. One is hardware, software and humanware. It is humanware who can change himself, the human being, and change the other two, that is hardware and software. So who needs this upgradation, changing, learning? That is human being. So human being is the most important part of it. And second most important part is, that is, while being in the industry or any working situation, maybe in a institution, again a cycle comprising of participation, recognition and motivation. Again this tandem, it works. That is, we as an institution or an organization should provide a platform through which people can be participative. If that is so, then they may be allowed to pick up the work. आप उनको infuse करिए, new concepts उनको बताइए, tools and technique बताइए, so they can use it for their own problem solving in their own work area. Variety of all concepts are available. And then if they do well, they have done a project, allow them to present and recognize them. If they are getting recognized, then they get motivated. If they get motivated, they gain participation. So that is why this participation, recognition and motivation cycle continues. This is very important. Now, our role is how to make them see and what kind of this input I should give them mental strength. That is how I can help them to take out the hidden creativity, hidden talent, which they have acquired over the period by way of experience, skill or education. And there our role comes, various quality concepts are there, like we have taken them out from Japan, quality service, group activity, team working. Then this Kaizen, Six Sigma, a statistical process control, workplace management, that is known as Japanese name, 5S. This you can do it in the house, in your office, on the way also. When traveling on the road, everywhere. No path. Then OPI from industry, there are two things. SMEB, FMEA, and that is WCM today. We talk a lot about work class management. TPM, there are various concepts at every level. The starting point is quality service, where you infuse this concept in the lower level employees who can learn and practice it in their own work area. It gives them the opportunity to be a partner in the decision making. That is very important. If they become a partner in decision making, and if you allow them, then what happens? The smaller problems which otherwise officers, engineers, executives who have worked on can be taken care of at their level. Now you can say now that there are policy matters, other planning activities, and other higher level problems. That is this. And this way, I have seen in action while being in safe group plastic Conclave, because all kinds of improvement initiatives were between. A very negative person, group of employees, became very much positive, became the asset. Their outlook changed quickly. So, and this is not limited to the industry only. You can go to the circle, actually you can go to the houses also. I have myself applied this workplace management. I was doing technical school and QC in my house with my children, grandchildren. I find I become successful. So, this is not limited to any particular area, it can be taken anywhere. Now, what we can do here, as because this conclave is for industry, academia, meet, how we can participate and help each other. Sir was telling yesterday during this dinner that win-win situation. Yes, I fully agree. We must work in win-win situation. There is nothing to lose in that. What is that? From our side, I can assure you that if we have some kind of arrangement, some collaboration, then our residents, our staff, our other teaching communities, they will learn these concepts and how they can use it. For example, one technique is brainstorming, which are mantra. How systematically it can be done. Another one is your cause and effect diagram. How you can find out your why analysis. Why this failed, why this failed, why this failed. So these things help you bring out your own creativity to the fore. And please remember, arithmetically 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. But when you work in a team, 1 plus 1 is 11. When one does not meet the other one, then this if you can have one something people can cover, that is 6 Sigma certification, 5 hours training, WCM, you want to go, we will provide you faculty support. You earn the surplus, you earn the profit, and cover the large masses around BPUT, around Conclave. That way, our goal, I think I am prepared, our chapter is prepared for providing this kind of services here. And through you, I can reach to other industries also. One is that in our case, we publish variety of activities we carry out. We carry out conclave, we carry out conferences, we carry out training programs on various subjects I have told you. Recently, this year, in NCPC 2024, there has been summer 2024 in 1 year, our PCI family made 2 world records. We were awarded 45 world records in 1 year. Second thing, the maximum man-days spent on crop training, that was 5,400 plus man-days. From this PCI board operator site, all the details are there. In case you need any help, you can shoot us, there is no problem. This is what all I wanted to say about collaboration. We are prepared for it. We want to go ahead with that. Thank you very much.
I'm going to invite is, as you all must be.
I would like to start thanks Professor Vivek, Professor Vikramani, and all panelists for the preparation we've done to conduct this beautiful session on medical services. Let me start hospitals of Kerala. Apollo, it's more than 44 years old brand, more than 10,000 beds, having 70 hospitals in currently outside the country. I am one of which at Conclave. Trust me, for you who are directly, indirectly not connected to any hospitals, you may perceive it only in clinical or clinicians industry. But it is actually as good as similar as like other industries in terms of opportunities for involvement of different functions, like finance, HR, supply chain. I was reading Mr. Suresh was mentioning about the importance of various quality concepts, just in time, total quality management. Trust me, this all is well applied inside a hospital to make any hospital run successfully, smoothly. And on your expectations, it is required to be run by proper management, run by proper financial experts, to be run by engineers, good engineers. Since this industry in the last 20 years has become more technology oriented. We might have heard many times in our more different introductions, promotions, that with the latest technology, cutting edge technology, it's the most preferred book by all MBBS, surgeons, postgraduates, and even then, with all super specialists. Why I'm emphasizing on that? When you go in detail of it, you will understand that one of the partner has started his journey from a very low level. The godfather, the Bible for the surgeries, for their techniques, the way they have taught the world how to perform different surgeries. But friends, here is one unfortunate for us as Indians. Entire world is known. Susrut is the father of surgery. To perform surgeries. Within the industry, I can see we have a lot of talent inside, and you also hear about it. We are doctors of HI. Say yes or no?
Yes.
But unfortunately, we are reading books written by who is not non-Indian. And why I am making this point? Since it is not only what and still today, not only so, even today, at every part of the country, we have surgeons performing excellent surgeries with new and new techniques. Many of the surgeons have derived, defined, innovated new instruments of doing surgeries. But unfortunately, with lack of ecosystem, good ecosystem that is not coming out globally to everyone. Take it globally. And again, although I am responsible, I am looking management of a hospital, but I must say, there is lack of good managers inside the hospital industry. Before doing it, we would have taken all these techniques. I love being a surgeon, I tell you. As a surgeon I worked with, he innovated a drill which used to perform the joint replacement surgery with minimal blood loss. But unfortunately, that is not created and it is not used globally. So here,
Now, after the service cycle, already managers, leaders, all this country is starting to work. So, I got 600 seconds barriers for you to do that service management industry.
Particularly thanks to our moderator and Honorable Vice Chancellor of BPUT and all professions, directors, students who are present over here. Why our Vice Chancellor had thought of doing this kind of conclave? I would not like to speak about other things, but I will focus on the point. That is why industry academic conclave is highly essential in the present scenario. The thing is, we are talking about many things and we are talking about collaboration, but really what we need to create a relation to such a nice Vice Chancellor. If you are not able to use his thought process, his interest, then never will be able to achieve anything. So a team needs to be created who will follow it up among the industry and make them feel that our students are capable. They can do many things, but they have a lack of confidence. We are not able to tell them that there is somewhere there is a communication skill, little bit of skill deficiency, which is a very minor part. They are intelligent guys. No students is having any kind of inferiority complex. They should not have. They have the talent within them. We need to promote that. So this conclave which we started today, they should also, industry people should know that to do whatever suggestion is being given by the industry people. We are going to go for startup programs also. So my question is, there will be no doubt of giving support system to the student in order to meet the requirement of the industry. So industry should come forward to support and try to give their problems. Unless we know the problems, how can we be able to meet their requirement? So my request will be all industry people, the promoters, whoever startup are doing, everybody they require a kind of knowledge tap, and this university is having more than 150,000 students. So we can do miracles. And I will request Honorable Vice Chancellor to create a central pool where any industry wants to have any kind of requirement can access to that, and lot many other points are also there. I will talk in other day when you will give me chance. Thank you.
Now, the next person I'm going to invite is not take much of your time, but I will manage it. Thank you.
Esteemed panel members and Honorable Vice Chancellor Amir Kumar Rasta, Directors and Principals of BPUT and BPUT affiliated college, my beloved students. It is a wonderful occasion and it will be definitely remembered as a historic occasion in the history of BPUT, conducting an academia and industry conclave for you all, together to brainstorm different issues relating to technical education, professional education, formal education, and all these kinds of education. But what I observed, I was observing most of the beneficiary, you, my dear students, still you are engaged with your mobiles. Please spare some time, listen us. We are certainly deliberating all the important issues which will be making a bright future for all of you. So unless otherwise you are serious, you are concerned for your future, you will miss the bus. Challenge for you is a forward when BPUT is advocate, recognizing your problems, forming the strategy how to put forth you in the map of India and a national map, you can compete with the others. With these premises, the relevance of the topic is sustainability education towards Vikashit Bharat. We can dissect it into 2-3 parts. What is Vikashit Bharat? What is sustainability education? And what will be the role of the BPUT who are listening to us? If you will check Vikashit Bharat, it is a visionary call given by our beloved Prime Minister of Vikashit Bharat strategy of Government of India, out of which in all the focal areas of Prime Minister for our country by 2047, you can check your role in economic growth, social progress and environmental sustainability as well as good governance. You can fit yourself in every sphere, and India is really looking up forward to your growth, prosperity and your innovation and your effective role in making India proud as a Vikashit Bharat. If you check the other parties, educational policy has come. Anyone? Please. It is almost 35 years a new education policy has come forward. So question comes, we are passing through a different challenges in a particular phase or periods. This education policy very dynamically look forward to outcome-based and application-based education, and with an interdisciplinary approach. Like other developed country, our student will get the opportunity to read mechanical engineering and music simultaneously. So it is a difference of approach of Government of India, and with the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, he has taken a lot of steps to add many interdisciplinary approach to our curriculum. You are the beneficiary. You should know what are the challenges before you and what are the opportunities going to be given by the university. Very recently, as per the NEP requirement, BPUT University of Technology has adopted course on IKS Indian Knowledge System. University adopted health and wellness. You see, after the corona menace, you all are concerned for your health and for life. But in general, we do not know what should be the general blood pressure ratio. We do not have idea what should be the RBC count. The primary health concern we are not aware of, but we are brilliant engineers. So government has taken, and BPUT with embraced it with both the hands, this opportunity, has taken a course on health and wellness. So also universal human rights. You all younger generation are excellent in technology and advancement of technology. But if you check the human quotient, we are seriously, there is a deficit. If you check, an accident is happening on the road. Now my younger generation are taking a reel or a video shooting quickly instead of taking that person to a nearest place or faster or hospital. So we are forced, these academicians and educators, forced to keep it in the syllabus. So also taking care of old parents. Our country is not a rich country like Europe's many other countries. They are having an ecosystem of taking care of older generation people, but not our country. So our system, earlier system was excellent, was a joint family system. But there is a security net for all the old age people. Now we are having a micro family. We are concerned for ourselves. Maximize we are concerned for our children. Not beyond that we can foresee anybody else in our honor. So time has come to take care or to put it into the curriculum and to educate and to fill the. But there is a difference in anything. As for national education policy, we are concentrating on its application part, its experiential learning. Not only we are concentrating on forming a good curriculum, pedagogy, its implementation, assessment procedures, but its ultimate outcomes is the serious concern. Sir is there with us, who is a quality expert, Suresh Prasad. He has narrated some of the quality part. I will request in future, in our quality parameters, that we should check the ESG and its application part of in this technical and professional education. We should not concentrate on the inputs. Very shortly, that is going for binary accreditation. So enough input kind of parameter is there, and enough measurement as for the input has taken place in our institutions. Time has come to target the outcomes and the best part of its application part, which is giving a benefit to the society. We will discuss in elaborate that out of which a ESG, that is sustainability education. ESG is environmental social governance. My dear friends, how many of you know the real nomenclature of ESG? Can anybody? What is ESG? It is environmental social governance. It was taken off 2015 September by UN Summit at its headquarters at New York. Since then, worldwide, we are discussing about ESG, and now BPUT has taken another step, forward step, to put it into its curriculum. Why? I am fortunate that I am one of the member initiating the discussion with Vice Chancellor at Bhubaneswar during the Conclave of IKS. Sustainability education, sir, I will definitely propose in our academic meeting as well as Board of Studies meeting. We need to discuss ESG factor is a portion in most of the subjects where we can have an impact or have a level of understanding among the students. In almost all the technological papers, it can be added. A small bit of portion inside within a module. So also in case of management education, it can be taken forward. I am sure with the experts, enlightened experts sitting here, we will move forward. We can also discuss, I am having many other points on different skill sets which will be helpful for this academia industry discussion, because I know Mr. Manas Malata since last more than 15 years, he is a stalwart in this industry. He will contribute immensely, and the young leaders of Apollo Hospital, like them, we can bring in a lot of convergence of our approach for sustainable education, sustainability education by BPUT for you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello. People think that Odia people only work. I have seen them working in different software, or they will come for other skill works. They are not into business and all. Since last 10 years, the thinking is going to be changed. I request all the students present here, please come forward. Definitely, as an entrepreneur, we will try to help you out. Just outside, before coming to the desk, I am discussing with 4 of the students here. How can we engage them? How can we collaborate with the education system? And how can we help them to recruit and provide them, enhance their skill in various sectors? As all of you know, we are into, as a local, I am here, and all of you know, we are into automobile and industry, as well as I am into social work. So any kind of help you will get from my industry, Kosal Group of Industries and Kosal Automobiles, and my NGO part, Kosal Darpan and Great Foundation. So all of you know the butterfly effect. What is that? It's a small. Let's start from a small thing. Let us come together. I'm just talking about butterfly effect because here all are students. So just you start, come forward, just share your small ideas, what you want to do. Last week I have seen lot of things are supporting, coming up as startups, and the central government is also providing support to younger and to micro entrepreneurship, those who want to pursue and do startups. We as the industry people definitely will guide you, will support you how to progress and proceed further with all the financial banking sectors, by financial guidance, how to do the project report, how to progress ahead for financial support. Then we will connect you and help you in marketing your new product, as well as how to start and proceed for further by mentoring. So I think also, and in service center also, any student wants to come and learn the blueprint, how we work. I am always ready, and my organization is always open to support all the students of BPUT. Thank you.
And more to say, the GCC, the Global Odisha, BPUT, and forecast our needs and prepare our team accordingly. That's it, sir.
Thanks, Manas sir.
One is the effectiveness,
1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the other is efficiency. 1 is the effectiveness, and the ot
In both the things, the results are same. But the difference between two is the time bound. And so in India, and particularly in Indonesia, which all panelists are mentioning again and again, lots of talent is available. It is a job of effective management to make it efficient. If opportunity comes on time, in a right manner, like just Sir has told, the path or Sir has told by he was introducing, are we people industry ready? So planning in a manner to utilize the resource in a time-bound manner can be effective management, and there is lot work to be done in this thing. Thank you.
In the context of Viksit Bharat, we have to foresee the real skill development. Because we have all understood in the morning session also, the Vice President of BPUT, he was narrating and explaining, focusing. We should not concentrate on the modern technology which we was doing for years together. So now time has come and Sir has already clarified that we should focus on the outcome-based education. We are aligning ourselves with the national vision. So our time is coming now. Google is recruiting these students only on the basis of skill, not the certificate. BTech, PhD, they're not. They're keeping aside all these certificates. They are putting them on the taste or skill test. You will acknowledge, along with the skill, one of the most desired skill for our student is communication skill. We are taking the feedback of the recruiter of our IT sector or service sector, which are recruiting our students. After 10-15 minutes, they are bringing a candidate. They are convinced that the student knows the thing, but they are unable skills. But my dear students, I will remind you that our students of Odisha, they are not inferior to any angle in comparison to a national scheme. They are very humble. Mostly shy. Mostly that is dragging them their Odia medium school background. They get a little panic in the hall when they are entering into face of TI possibility. Enough opportunities there for them. The skills in the area of management and services, which the present industry or modern industry or techno-driven industry is looking forward, that is understanding the green supply chain, energy efficient operations, ESG compliances. It is one of the buzzword in the present industry, and industry is going to recruit as many as people with the understanding like this. Once upon a time, the person having a labor law certification of Utkal University was highest in demand in the industry. Now time has come, ESG compliances, if someone is having understanding, like someone knows Tally, someone knows accounting compliances, used to recruit. Now ESG compliance officer will be there in every industry. So we should look forward to it, and students should be concerned for it, and they should focus on it. Other than that, next important is carbon accounting. India has to be take into account the carbon footprint, how much we are emitting in each and everything. Even we are sitting here, we are exhaling carbon. So that carbon footprint is going to be a big challenge and a big issue in future with the industry. The official with that background and technology understanding is going to be recruited by the industry. Sustainable resource management. Sustainable resource management is also another very, very pertinent area industry is going to focus their efforts. In medical industry, I will definitely love to discuss of the line because a lot of sustainable practices is required in medical industry, hospital industry. Unless otherwise, we take off a sustainable approach. We are offloading a lot of garbages here where we are unable to recycle it and we can reuse it. So enough challenge and opportunity both are there. I will end with this note because these students are really little shy. We should, as an institute, as a university, we should try our best to give them enough platform to interact, to present as much as possible in group, individually, so that their fear factor will go down and they can face the challenge of present era. I'm running a engineering polytechnic in Bhubaneswar, that is one of the oldest polytechnics in India. We really concentrating on project and its presentation. Presentation in a competition. So that is resulting in positive result years and years. I am very proud to say students of the Nature Polytechnic are available in any core industry in country. Now, senior class students, they are coming with their HR for the recruitment of their juniors. Time has come like that because we have seen a trajectory of 26 years with us. So I am sure they will be excelling if they will keep faith in themselves, keep faith in the system.
Yes, just one sentence I would like to tell you. In my opinion, a management guy needs to know IT, and the IT guy needs to know how to manage the things. So BPUT has already taken steps. Our honorable vice chancellor has already introduced such type of course, like introducing as a core subject that is analytics, business analytics. We are having operation in management. So already we are on the process. So according to me, this is the way how we can support the business.
Sir, I just wanted to add one thing. Taking a cue from your Makam culture. You know, our students need to understand that knowledge has to be ingrained. You have to understand it, not mug it up. I was doing a mechanic management training for mechanical engineers for an automobile company, for sheet metal engineers. We met about 19 students of two good engineering colleges in Bhubaneswar. As a policy, I love to promote ODIAs outside the state. But it's for me, it's an ODIA first kind of stuff. Now, out of those 19 people, only one student could tell me the least count of a vernier calipers. So a mechanical engineer going for a sheet metal engineering job, being told about 10 days before that the interview will happen, does not know the least count of a vernier calipers. Now this is nothing but mugging up, aage ki soch, piche ki chod. Now if that happens, then probably all management goes into a task.
In management, sir, what is your question?
Role of effective management.
Yeah, in all, we are seeing in all the industry and all the sectors, the managers generally focus more into profit, how our organization will profit in near future. Their only target and thought is how to profit, whether it's a businessman or a senior manager, any institution, okay, related to startup, everything. But when just I discuss about, I think it's, in my opinion, when it should be value added, sustainable. Like sustainable means what? We are thinking about our earth. That is also our mother. And we can start collectively. I have already discussed with the students to start something. Then if we think about the stakeholders who are the students and who are about the startup, then they are in a collaborative mode. Then we are thinking of in a business environment or ecosystem, if we give focus on each stakeholders benefit, each stakeholders become a part of it, then I think it's a value added like success. We are successful business. Some people tell us we are successful. He is a very successful business person. So successful manager. If we, in a thought, if we think to giving back to the society or giving back to the community, our near students, whoever staying nearby, that is, I think, a meaningful, value-added success. I hope so. That should be each students and manager must think about that. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. So we we have to have a knowledge ingrained, not just mug it up. So moving to the next and the most interesting question which we would love to know from people. Now we do understand there's a skill gap, right? And definitely our sector focuses management and service. Will not deviate from that. Now how do we, being an education institute or an education hub, and you being in the industry, can collaborate in order to reduce this particular skill gap? We all are looking for the goal which is Bharat. It only can happen when we have the right manpower at the right time with the right skill. So we would love to know your vision, your opinion, that how do we just narrow down this skill gap which is eating everything? Yeah, please.
So I think a very relevant and important question for all of us. We have to collaborate with the recent development or requirement of industry, changing requirement of the industry, and the customers finally, end of the day, it is customer who decides the how the industry should work. So we should have multiple joint ventures where institutes like ours and educational institutes can work on a different course creations, training programs, requirement setting, understanding of vocational courses maybe. This can be short courses, length courses, depend on the skill you need to adapt to become competent in the market for the industries. So that's what I feel. We keep collaborating time and again.
I would like to say something in addition to this. That is, whatever course content we have today, whatever course content we have today, industry needs slightly more than that. What is that? So if we are teaching a particular subject, then we should be in contact with industries also. They are need their demand. This can happen when we have one kind of committee also set up between the industry and institute. A committee comprising of the members from both the institute side and as well as from the local industry side. They should meet very frequently. They should exchange the ideas, what are the things needed in the industry. Accordingly, we can think of acquiring the additional skills in the latest subject or the other areas also. Because simply knowing the mechanical part will not be sufficient. To run the industry, we need mechanical engineers also need something else. I told you various quality concepts, other tools and other methodology, other systems and is updated or modernized systems and procedures that is also needed. So that should also can be passed on to the others community. This way, this skill gap will go reducing. time to time, we should call the industry experts also on various subjects. For 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever, depending on the situation. So that way, this will also help them a lot to understand and be closer to the industries and industry's needs. Yes, sir. That is from the other side. One is in, and this from the outside. Thank you, sir.
The most important stakeholder is the students. At an entry point, be it engineering, be it MBA, be it any professional course, they should undertake a behavioral test to understand their understanding of the outer world. First is that. Second, we need to have industry mentorship. Industry mentors they should mentor students. But if I am available, I know many people like me would be available for industry mentorship. Without industry mentorship, people will not get a feel of what they are supposed to understand. And third and one more point important which I want to have is, the industry skill sets should be, the faculty should be aware of the industry skill sets. They have to hype on it, make a hype so that students also understand. For example, today, mechatronics is a big wave which is supposed to hit India. But how many of us tell our students that mechatronics is going to be the future, please get to do it? Now, for all civil engineers, how many of us tell them that the LED segment, the beam segment is the next big wave which is hitting India? Now, globally, beam and LED are a part of the building norms. In India, it's soon going to be. But then are we following it? So there are similarly, when a finance teacher goes for a finance class, they should tell that the statistics is most important. When an HR student goes, HR faculty goes to the class, they should tell the HR students that to get a job in HR, you should either know recruitments or you should either know payroll. So similarly for the healthcare professionals, if you see, I was telling in one of the discussions, the skyline of Odisha has been dominated by educational institutions. We are proudly, we can say we are the hub of education in the East. Very slowly, we will be the hub of healthcare services in the East. But how many of us do accept that? How many of us build in empathy, sympathy, patience at a very ground level? Now today Sir also was saying that the concept of
for interaction with the university and putting a strategy to bridging the gap in the answer. Second, for the students, it will give them a platform where some angel investors can be invited and some industry people can be invited. They can adopt their idea and translate it into a prototype in future. These are the two things can excel the
Professor of practice will also help.
Yes.
Because now UGC has given us clearance to take senior experienced people from the industry, and the industry senior person, if he is coming to academics, that will create an impact to reduce the gap.
Great, sir. Thanks a lot. We do understand. Just to again brief you what we were discussing, I think there is a question from the audience also. We love the question from the audience. Go ahead, sir.
Being the HR professionals, what are the new innovative strategies we will implement as the buzzword sustainable education towards marching ahead Viksit Bharat for generation Y?
Sir, if you allow me, I rephrase this question because this was the question I was supposed to ask. Can I rephrase the question for a larger benefit?
Okay.
I just brief what we have discussed. What we have discussed till now, the role of effective management, selected topics can be taken, selected sectors can be taken. This is what we need from you, sir. We need more industry academic conclave. I hope to keep that in note. And coming to the question, sir, if you allow me, I just rephrase the question posted by one of our very good. So this was the question I was supposed to. I am a student-friendly guy, boss. I am a student-friendly guy. I need what my student need. Our focus is management and service. What sir is trying to ask, I'll put it in the other words. We know there is always emerging trend in the job market. It's a dynamic one, it changes from every minute, every second, it goes on. So what we need is, first, how do our institute can actually adapt the practice, train or groom the candidate which fit into that market. I'm also looking to an initiative, if you can look future. Let's say if a student has just enrolled in a course, he may be the job ready for 3-4 years. So we need to forecast also. So what we need in your opinion, what are the recent emerging trends? How do we prepare? How do we forecast what changes will happen? And how do we can prepare a candidate for that particular job market? And so this is the question, sir. Bang on. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, sir. The house is open for you people to want. Manas is the first one.
Just answer.
I would just take 2 minutes to go a step for we higher. Right? There's something called as a competence framework. Now today, strengths are no longer important. Strengths have become irrelevant. So when tutors goes, they look at competence. A competence is demonstrability. So strengths are perceptions. So now when we any recruiter from a soft skill perspective, they look at 4 things, must have skills, which I am sure all of us should take a note of it, students particularly. Is the ability to drive yourself and result orientation. Result orientation is what people look for. Business acumen is what people look for. Growth potential is what people look for. So ideally, to answer your question, whenever students join, I would take it from Arjun sir, what he told, whenever students join, they have to they should undergo a combination of behavioral tests and a skill test. What Saroj sir told just before that, Google takes people based on the reels. Now what happens essentially is, we have 2 sets of customers. We have the purse to train the newcomers. So ideally speaking, to answer your question, all of us should train our students in terms of the right behavioral mindset. Result oriented. I have to be result oriented. I have to deliver. I have to have a business acumen. Right? We don't have a business acumen. Now, if you allow me a split second to leave this serious discussions, I would go back to one statement. All of us are ODIs largely primarily here, right? So, if all of us, I will tell you how the mindset plays. All of us, which was the famous bhajan during our school days?
There will be a gap between your school age and their school age.
Or their school age, everybody's school ages. Everybody coming from a typical household in Odia. Ahe Doya Mein Vishwa Bihari. I still recite that poem till date, though I had the fortune of being, convent educated, but we were all at Odiyas at heart. Now, if you remember that song, that bhajan, Ahe Doya Mein Vishwa Bihari, it talks that कि मोरा धर्म जन लोड़ा नहीं है, मते एकी की सिखाओ साही है. Right, for all the formative years, right from your standard 1 till standard 10th, 12th, you read this, go through this twice a day, morning prayers, evening prayers. Mora dhana jana loda nahi hai. When you get into your class 12th, then the rat race begins. उसका बेटा इंजीनियर बन गया, उसकी बेटी डॉक्टर बन गई है, उसका बेटा सीए मिल गया, उसका बेटा को कैंपस मिल गया. So the mind, what you have been taught about for all these 15 years goes for a toss. The mind is in a jam. So the time has come that we need to do the parenting properly also. Now parenting, and then as you told, the students, the moment they enter engineering or an MBA student, they should be given a psychometric test where they have to be told that you have to earn money. You do an MBA, you do an engineering, you study in CS only because you want to earn money. So why do I have to have shame in earnings? This plastic water bottles, 10,000 in a seminar, a workshop on economic sustainability. So it's like the son comes in the evening with the dad and speaks to पापा बोलते बेटा ये पेंसिल कहाँ से लाए हो? हमने तो नहीं खरीदा। नहीं बेटा हमने इसको नहीं पापा हमने इसको चुरा लिया। मेरा फ्रेंड का था मिल लिया। बेटा चुरानी गलत बात है। तुम्हें पेंसिल चाहिए तो बोलना पापा को, पापा प्लांट से ले आएंगे। That's where we are getting into the scheme of things. So we need to have a very clear-cut thing. We need to demonstrate by example. We don't have to see the Gen Y, the kids. They are very smart. They want to buy a pizza. They have a matrix of 2 by 3 by 10 or 8. That's a kind of a matrix. Unka focus hai nahi. They have the choices of so many. So we need to tell them result orientation. Kahin bhi karo. Result orientation, business acumen is a must. You should be decisive. You cannot be indecisive. You have to be decisive. So based on any stream you go, if you have the skill sets, you are sure. आप मैनेजमेंट में ले जाइए. In management, what will you do? You will advise others, right? So when you advise others, you need to be decisive. So the first thing is being decisive. So train your students to be result oriented. आंधी या चाहे तूफान, हम तो ये लेके रहेंगे. That tenacity, as we say, or resilience has to be built up. And most importantly, I'm just going out of the way. You have to get. Yesterday, somebody, the 3rd or the 4th suicide in Kota happened in the month of January, right? Weak minds. So you have to build in the people like me. We grew up in an era of IQ and EQ. Today it's an adversity quotient. Be mentally tough. So if we can tell our students that, they will be bound to be success in any stream they are. So these 3-4 things I would want you to take up. Thank you.
I'd just like to add only one thing. That is, when we joined Conclave Steel Plant after graduation, we had the induction training program. We had the induction training program where we were told what is expected from you here in the plant. Good solutions, your good and many things. So here also similarly, when they join the other products up to, when they join first year, then there itself some kind of this program should be there. What is expected out of you once you have joined this institute? Deliverables, what we want from you. One. And for the students also have to understand that if engineering stream, these are the 4 years given to us. These 4 years, how they have utilized, their future depends on that. It should be really, they have to be really focused only, otherwise they will not get the result which we are looking for as a parent or as a student or as an industry. Money is spent. And at the same time, we also try to identify those weak areas which students generally omit. वो बोलते हैं कि साहब ये ठीक है इतना चैप्टर को छोड़ देते हैं मेरा काम हो जाएगा. No, if you want to do well, then read all the portions because that weak area will give you the success later on. Don't leave that. So just I wanted to this. Otherwise all plans have been told. Thank you, sir.
Akhil sir, you like to contribute because the
Giver of giving opportunity to fresh mind, fresh blood. Sometimes it really works in few of the areas. So I was interacting one of the gentlemen in the interview. I asked a very simple question. What is your understanding about this law? And this question, is it a really difficult question to be asked in any interview? But I'm going to complete silence from the other side. And I thought, maybe he is nervous. So I've asked another question. Tell me your understanding about hospital functioning. Since you came for an interview in a hospital, at least you will be aware about the functioning of a hospital. There was again a period of silence. Then I asked a very common question. See, why do you think I should give you a chance? The response was really unprepared. Sir, this is a good brand. If I get an opportunity in any initial stage of my career will be boom. I said, boss, this is for you. What's here for me in the table? So these are very basic preparations. Finally, I asked him, tell me how much and what you prepared for this interview. So we have so much digressed, where we are going, we are not even sitting for half an hour to prepare for that. And sir is really talking about high preparations and coordination, but I think gap is from that level. So it is really a time for the behavioral things what sir has mentioned again and again. If not at the entrance, at least while we are pursuing some course or getting prepared for the job, we should go at least twice and thrice with the behavioral and attitudinal test and trainings and basic things. That is, I think, can help if you can take it.
Mentoring is very, very important. So that once they get accommodated to all these things, the students automatically get trained. So that will be a big advantage to them.
Thank you, sir.
Mentally.
So I hope we have addressed the question posted by the audience. I think Sarosh sir also want to add on.
So if you look to our theme, sustainability education towards Leadership Bharat and the role of community. Just I was browsing. There are two important websites of Government of India. One is www.vikshitbharatsankalp.in. There is a page for all. And mostly the students should understand, or our esteemed faculty members should make them understand each word of that page. Because that way ahead, 22 years of us, because we are sitting 2025, it is a page for 2047. So I will request all my dear students, please take a note, all the faculty members. This page should be conducted during the induction or in the beginning of second year or third year by our esteemed faculty members before the students, so that they can internalize what will be their role in this process. Second is, another important website is there in Government of India website, that is www.mybharat.gov.in. I repeat, www.mybharat.gov.in. There is enough scope in that particular website, whatever innovative ideas for the economic development, social reformations, technological developments leading to Vikshit Bharat, they can upload their idea, it will be scanned, they can be contacted by government organizations. So there is an opportunity, and BPUT can play a role. The role of BPUT they can put these two websites in their website as a link, so that these colleges and students, they can take advantage of it. Thank you.
So for getting the website.
And our childhood, we all face the same problem. This is not the issue of this area. One of my friends told me just a few months back, so you please take the student or take her, she is into depression, take her to some counselor and all there or mental health counseling, any doctors or psychiatric. I told, have you heard? I have seen my mother, my great-grandmother, they don't have any comfort. I have seen how they used to work, how they used to manage 3-4 generations, starting from cooking I have never seen the depression. My grandmother never used to say I am depressed, or my mother. They also have tough life without electricity, no electricity, nothing. Because why? Why this is the mental health is coming to our family and our society? I think we have to train the children, the family from the beginning. Our joint family, now see the trend. The future is collaboration. All are coming up with collaborative mode. You are seeing all the management and services managers are here. The future is collaboration. From where we learn how to work collectively and in a collaboration manner. From the family, from the generation, from the joint family concept. That effect, I have seen my children. I lived in a joint family. They learn how to behave, how to adjust, same applicable to business. So you have to learn, you have to teach the students how to work collaborative manner, how to cooperate with each other. We have to respect when you go to work in different organizations. Many times I have seen some intern students, they came and they just learn for a day, then they sit quietly. They can't cooperate, they can't adjust with the work atmosphere. I have seen in many institutions when a newcomer came or joined, the other staff, they never cooperate. You have to adjust, you have to show your interest, you have to work in a collaborative manner, and that is the future. So try to pursue whenever you feel no, this is just stress, because go stay with nature, start playing, start pursuing your passion. That is the only thing to reduce your mental stress, rather than always scrolling the mobile and always in the internet or laptop. Go and play, go and sing, go and dance. But that is, and make friends, go and visit different institutions or organizations or business houses, interact with people, because we all are social animals, including human beings. We live in a society. So it's my advice to all the students, be collaborative and make friends, be happy, and then only you can able to manage so many stress. Because at this age also I am studying and I have completed my Hindustani classical, my ODC, my management studies together because of my passion and because of my family support. Thank you.
Whether you want a bright student or whether you want a low student, low profile, who will do your mastery job, or you want a very brilliant student and that kind of, or you require a something kind of mix. You want average or best quality student or the least quality? Sir.
Sir, Rose, my question is to Mr. Sahu. But before going to the question, just I will take 30 seconds. When we talk because in Bharat, the GDP, per capita GDP should be 52,000 USD. However, currently we are sub 3,000 USD. It is 2,800 something dollars. We need to multiply 5 times. Okay. So my question is, can we really reach, because in Bharat, our Honorable Prime Minister have been talking about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, both that soft ones. But is the target really possible? 5 times from 2,800 USD to 15,000 USD. And the second question is to Mr. Manas about the recruitment. See, a lot of programs happens when a candidate, entrepreneur, a startup gets success. If you look into marketing perspective, every year thousands of new brands come to the market But the successful brands we can count in our even it is today difficult to like to go for a worldwide brand name to get out of 10,000 word dictionary also. All the words are occupied. Okay. So is it not required, the question to Mr. Manas, is it not required to organize programs like this to honor entrepreneurs who have failed a number of times? Actually, that will bring the real change in the mind of society. Someone is telling about the son-in-laws who are interested to have children in America and Japan or European nation. But probably the time has come, the society to change and the rich people to say, yes, I will not give my daughter, I will not go for a boy who's there in America or Europe or Japan. It is time to respect our own things. This question to Manas, second question, first question is to Mr. Sahu. Thank you.
Arya Patnaik, Secretary, RIMS Group of Institution, Raukala. Thank you, sir. Dancer, philanthropist, and social entrepreneur. Thank you.